Good morning, my lovelies. I am so tired of this winter. Usually by now, where I live, it's signs of spring are showing all over the place. I don't even have so much as a crocus, and absolutely bitter winds and bitter temperatures for me anyway. Um, yeah, it's the Pacific Northwest, and usually by now, spring is all over the place, but very delayed. So I'm feeling like I want to do a let's get into spring look and use my glow kit for a sun kiss look because I'm feeling kind of pale and tired. My tan is definitely faded from Mexico in November. Um, so I'd like some I'd like some spring weather. So today I'm going to use my glow kit. I've put on some illuminating serum. It's Monat, however you say that product. And it's vitamin C illuminating serum. And I've put on my SPF, which is also Monat, and it's Sun Veil. It's one of the best facial sunscreens that I've found, and it doesn't make this makeup slide off or anything. It gives me a good base. So anyway, I'm using my Seint Glow Kit, which as you can see is very well used. I think it was the only thing I used the whole time we were in Mexico. It's a very fast application. So what it consists of is Sunlit Illuminator, which I'm just going to place on those not Illuminator, Sunlit Highlight, which I'm just going to place on those places where you would normally do your brightening highlight. If you are really much darker, you might need something a little less yellowy bright, but this is a universally good color for eliminating any blue under the eyes or purple, and it just gives a beautiful sun-kissed glow to that center of your face. Bronzer, so we're not doing any contour or main highlight today. Bronzer, I'm using Bella, which again is a universally great color. You might want something different if you're very fair, tan lines, or if you find them too reddish, then there's Palm. And then I'm using an Illuminator. The original glow kit was suggested to use the color Illuminator Glow, but that's a little dark for me, so I'm using Confetti. I usually use Confetti or Honey or Rose Gold. It gives a beautiful glow. So whatever choice. And my Hollywood Lip and Cheek, which is my all-time favorite and has a tiny bit of sparkle in it too. So it just says beach to me. And I'm going to use two different brushes, the detail brush to the small end and the bronzer, blush and bronzer brush. All right, so this is a very quick application, and I'm going to dab that small end of the detail brush into the Sunlit Illuminator, okay, and it's just, inner corner, outer corner of the eye, center of the forehead. I like to do a little bit in the hollows of the cheeks just to bring them out a bit. Down the center of the nose and chin. Now for the bronzer, that's next. Up next, bronzer. So the big fluffy end of the blush and bronzer brush, or any big fluffy brush that you might have to have. Sometimes I actually use my sponge and dip in there and back and forth into the illuminator. But for today, I'm going in with the big end. Okay, so bronzer, as you remember from the video the other day, goes across the top of the forehead, just where the sun would hit you. it's a little chilly in this room, so I'm having some trouble picking it up today. Okay, that's better. Okay, and across the top of the cheekbones, across the nose, just where the sun hits you. I got some that time. I'll just put a little bit more on that forehead. Okay, now that does look a bit clownish, and the chin. But we're going to fix that. All right, so now I'm going to, with my finger, just pick up some Illuminator. As you remember, I said I was using Confetti today. A little dot on the nose. Across all those places where you put the bronzer. And we're going to blend those in together. Kind of got some down there. I don't know how that happened. Okay. So now we're going to blend, and then I'm going to go over with the sponge. And I'm using the denser end of my blush and bronzer. It's my favorite brush for blending. Okay, before we blend too much more, I'm going to pop on some blush, and you can use that same and that's just going right on the cheekbones above where we put that bronzer. Okay, need a little more Illuminator up there. Okay, just going to take my damp sponge now. Hey, sorry about that. I think I went a little overboard with the bronzer today after I didn't think I was getting much on my brush, but we can blend that out. So I'm using the large end of the Perfector sponge, or any blender sponge will do, but this particular one is very dense and doesn't smear the product. It just takes off any excess and gives a nice finish. And then I'm going to take the pointy end to go in there to brighten that. The lighting's a bit funny. I've got part sun and part not, and so we'll see how that goes. All right. So today I think I'm not going to go crazy with the eyeshadow look. When I'm usually at the beach or in the sun, just a little pop on of some mascara. Sometimes I will put some bronzer just up in the crease there. And as you know, I absolutely adore the Lash from Clio. That's what I'm going to be using today. So I changed up my mind a little bit. I've got on some Tiger Lily. I wanted to check that out because it's one of the featured seasonal lip and cheeks. I want to show you how that looked today. And I think I'm going to just pop a little bit of Hollywood over the top because it'll give it a little bit of shine. More sun-kissed. So Hollywood is a satin, but it does have a little tiny bit of shimmer to it. Sometimes I use a color called Tropicana for this look as well. Anyway, that is my sun-kissed look for today. And I hope you like it. So that's the glow. I'll go over all the products I used in the comments. And please like and subscribe if you found this helpful. I'm 64 years old, soon to be 65. So I don't use any filters, and I haven't had any work done on my face or injections or anything. So I think you'll love what this makeup can do for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye, lovelies.